Hello everyone. Natural resources are materials from the earth that are used to support life and meet people's needs. Any natural substance that humans use can be considered a natural resource. Oil, coal, natural gas, metals, stone, sand are all natural resources. So today, let us discuss something related to this in our lesson coal and petroleum. First, let us see about classification of resources. In the light of the availability of various resources in nature, natural resources can be broadly classified into two kinds. First one is inexhaustible natural resources. These resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. Examples are sunlight and air. The next one is exhaustible natural resources. The amount of these resources in nature is limited. They can be exhausted by human activities. Examples of these resources are forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So now let us find out more related to this. The first exhaustible resource we are going to see is coal. Coal is one of the fuels used to cook food. Earlier it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine. It is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity. Coal is also used as a fuel in various industries. The story of coal. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural processes like flooding, this forest got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. As coal contains mainly carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is also called as fossil fuel. When heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Components of coal. First one, coke. It is a tough, porous and black substance. It is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. Second one, coal tar. When heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Products obtained from coal tar are used as starting materials for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life. In industry, it is used for making like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials, etc. Interestingly, naphthalene balls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. These days, bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metalling the roads. Third one is coal gas. Coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. These days, bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metalling the roads. Coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. Our next subtopic is petroleum. We all know that petrol is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycles, scooters, cars. Heavy motor vehicles like trucks and tractors run on diesel. Petrol and diesel are obtained from natural resource called petroleum. Petroleum was formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layers of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature, and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. The picture shows the deposits of petroleum and natural gas. The world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania, USA in 1859. 8 years later, in 1867, oil was struck at Makkum in Assam. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai High and in the river basins of Godavari and Krishna. Refining of petroleum. Petroleum is a dark oily liquid. It has an unpleasant odor. It is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. The process of separating the various constituents, fractions of petroleum, is known as refining. It is carried out in petroleum refinery. Many useful substances are obtained from petroleum and natural gas. These are termed as petrochemicals. These are used in the manufacture of detergents, fibers, polythene and other man-made plastics. Hydrogen gas obtained from natural gas is used in the production of fertilizers. Due to its great commercial importance, petroleum is also called black gold. Here is a table showing constituents of petroleum and their uses. First one, petroleum gas in liquid form, that is LPG, is used as fuel for home and industry. Second one, petrol is used as motor fuel, aviation fuel, solvent for dry cleaning. Third one, kerosene, fuel for stoves, lamps and for jet aircrafts. Diesel, fuel for heavy motor vehicles, electric generators. Fifth one is lubricating oil used for lubrication. Sixth one, paraffin wax is used for ointments, candles, Vaseline, etc. And the seventh one is bitumen, used for paints and road surfacing. Our next one is natural gas. Natural gas is a very important fossil fuel because it is easy to transport through pipes. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas, that is CNG. CNG is used for power generation. It is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting. It is a cleaner fuel. The great advantage of CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factories where it can be supplied through pipes. Such a network of pipelines exists in Vadodara, that is in Gujarat, some parts of Delhi and other places. Natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of a number of chemicals and fertilizers. India has vast reserves of natural gas. In our country, natural gas has been found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and in the Krishna Godavari Delta. Some natural gases are limited. We have studied at the beginning that natural resources are exhaustible like fossil fuels, forest, minerals, etc. Coal and petroleum are fossil fuels. It requires the dead organisms from millions of years to get converted into these fuels. On the other hand, the known reserves of this will last almost a few hundred years. Moreover, burning of these fuels is a major cause of air pollution. Their use is also linked to global warming. It is therefore necessary that we use these fuels only when absolutely necessary. This will result in better environment, smaller risk of global warming, and their availability for a longer period of time. In India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association (PCRA) advises people how to save petrol or diesel while driving. Some of the tips are: drive at a constant and moderate speed as far as possible. Switch off the engine at traffic lights or at place where you have to wait. Ensure correct tire pressure. And the last one, ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. So this was all about our lesson, coal and petroleum. Learning about coal and petroleum is important as they are the utmost importance of human society. Coals are important one for cooking foods and generation of thermal electricity, and petroleum is used for producing petrol and diesel. Coal and petroleum are very important natural resources and play a very important role in modern society. So learning about them is very important. Thank you, students.